Yo, it's Neph.
We're in the house again.
Talking sports. What's good?
As always,
Welcome to the
Mr.
Sesh.
Butter Stuff in the house.
Stuff, the butters, to the Sesh.
It's your guy Calvin with Joe behind the camera today.
Everybody trying to do something different every once in a while. How y'all doing? How was
Big
your
week.
weekend?
Good, man. Real good.
How did that
Yeah,
time change
real
treat
light.
y'all, man?
Man, that was a blessing.
It has been.
That was a nice cushion. I needed that.
I've been thinking it's a different time all damn day.
Been floating on extra time
Facts.
all day.
So, you know, I thought it was a little different when I woke up and seen sunlight out this morning. I was like, what the fuck is the sun doing? But yeah, that part of it was different.
I'm gonna try to check out the moon tomorrow morning.
Yeah,
It's
they got
supposed to
that.
be
They
red.
got that red moon coming tomorrow.
Is it? I don't
Yeah,
know nothing about
we
that.
just had a wolf moon. It won't be another red moon till 2025, some shit like that.
So the wolf moon.
Yeah.
It was
So
mad close a little earlier. It was kind of
yeah, man, it's supposed to be heavy fall forecast, possible rain tonight. Now we all into weather. Right now we're giving you the weather with Neph and Mr. Butterstuff. So if you guys are out there traveling, doing all that, look out for overcast tonight, a little drizzle, shit like that. You know, but for the most part, everything been kosher on this Monday. It's been real cool. Can't complain about too much. Just
Where are
sitting
you?
back.
How was your weekend, bro?
Man, it was good, y'all. I can't complain. You know, the extra hour was great. You know, sleeping in. But yeah, I've been kind of, you know, it's been some kind of, I guess nationwide too. You know, flu is up. The cold is up. RSV is up. You know, they were saying them 78% of pediatric hospital beds is full. So
Facts.
it is stuff going around. So make sure everybody washing their hands and
Wearing your mask,
and wearing your mask. Yeah.
sanitizing your hands,
Keep it clean. Keep it clean.
washing your ass.
Definitely.
Basics.
But yeah, man, what y'all think about Houston? Houston winning the World Series. I know Neph was going for Philly.
I was a Philly fan. You know, I like Bryce Harper. I like a few of their guys, but they weren't able to pull through. I have no real, I guess, conversation really about Houston and baseball. I'm happy. I'm a real more Texas Ranger fan. They're not that good, so.
Yeah, I mean, you know, congrats to Houston. I'm an ex-Houston resident, so
Okay.
you know, I know it's cracking down there.
The
I know
H is
Houston's
live.
standing up.
The H
Yeah,
is live.
I know they really happy about that because I was there when they won. During Harvey.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
At least that
You're
year.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Also, they
Yeah, it
win
was pretty cool.
when it's hurricanes. Is that what it is?
I
Yeah,
guess so.
I guess that was the
I
one
mean,
that
I
they was
guess that's,
quote
you know,
unquote cheating. That's
They
what
got
talking
something
about
to,
that.
you know, play for. You know what I'm saying? Inspiration type shit. Yeah. Oh man.
Yeah, I know. We was talking about Mattress Max and that bet and him betting on Houston. Winning that.
All that paper back, boy.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
was
All
a
that
major
good karma.
win.
That's all that is.
That was a major win for him.
Yeah.
That was a major win for him, man.
75 million.
75.
75 mil. That's
Shit.
like that Powerball. I'm 2 billion.
Really? Yeah.
I'm 2 billion. And people line up at 7-Eleven, boy,
Let
like
me
it's
ask you
club.
this: you think you have a greater chance of winning the lottery if you spend more money or least money?
Numerically, the odds is, you know, not to quote the movie, but greater in your favors. But the odds are so just minute still that is,
Yeah, it's
the numbers would kind of say that you would have a better chance. But
yeah, it's 100.
You know.
Man, yeah, I don't.
Man, I
I
have
don't
to come from
believe
this
it.
side of my camera.
Oh,
Right
He
quick.
said,
It's
I can't.
100.
He said, man, look,
Man, it's 100. It's 100 and what 1 in 292 million odds or something.
to win the lottery.
Yeah, to win the lottery.
Then it is,
Yeah, it's
So you got a better chance of getting bit by a shark.
man,
Hey.
get hit by a car,
Hey, I'ma go
plane
ahead.
falling on your
I'm gonna
ass.
go ahead and take them odds too, though.
Someone take them out.
Yeah,
I ain't mad at
I
you.
might play Saturday. This shit don't get hit.
Yeah, I play. I'm gonna play when it's above $500,000.
Yeah,
I mean $500 million.
That's what you said last time.
Yeah, I don't. You know, I'm
He
not
he
careful
has
like
no
that.
time to play lottery if it ain't
Yeah.
for $1 billion.
Yeah,
you
if it
know?
ain't up for real money.
because I
I'm
would
gonna
get the
gamble.
breakdown of it. Well, not when it was 2 billion. It's like 1.5. But they were saying the cash option after all taxes, all the shit got going, he was only walking away with $385 million, and if you took the payments, it was like 741.
Yeah, right now it's 1.9.
I'm gonna take my 385 million.
And I think the payments
and
per year is
politely,
like 35 or something like that million a year.
Yeah, I'm taking all the
for how many years?
For like 31, 32
31
years.
years.
Yeah.
That's how it is now. It's
That's not bad.
you
That's
win-
not bad.
you win-
I mean,
you win
if you don't,
days,
if you don't get stupid,
Tax free 40 million for 31 years.
ooh, yeah,
'Cause you
41
ain't paying
million.
no more taxes. That's
Yeah,
straight.
yeah. I might do that
yeah, I ain't doing
every
that.
3 years. 41 million.
That's what my wife said. She said she wouldn't. She wanted the cash.
No,
Yeah.
I might have to take that option. That
Yeah,
just
'cause what it is
that's like a nest egg. You wouldn't know nothing about it. You
Nah,
ain't-
'cause
yeah,
what-
you
That's
ain't
what I was
never
thinking.
done.
It's a generational
Yeah.
mistake.
nah,
Yeah.
what it is it all depends on the numbers, right?
41.
That depends on the numbers because this right now it's half essentially. So it's 1.9 billion. The cash value is $900 something million, right?
Yeah.
So what you gotta evaluate is if you can take the money up front and invest that and get a better return than what they're trying to give you over 30 years, then it might be better to just go ahead and take the money.
But you're not getting that $900
$1 million, right?
It ain't that tax rate. You still got other. That's what I'm saying. This other fee is a bang of shit. I
It
forgot
said
all
once
what
it
it
once
was.
it
until-
break
Yeah,
down,
yeah,
it's
'cause it's
385.
That's why it ended up
385.
only being 385 when it was 1.2 billion or something like
You
that.
see what I'm saying?
That's the only thing he was walking away with after cash. That's what I'm saying. But after, if you took the payments, it was 741 million.
Yeah, because it's more of the payments.
Correct.
The payments is like 30 years.
Yeah.
But
So
that's what I'm saying.
I'm saying you
It
can-
makes more sense. I know that's a wop. You know,
Nah,
that's
I'm taking
385. But yeah,
I'm taking the cash.
still taking
See,
cash.
because-
I'm taking that WAP every year,
See, we
every
take
so
the
many
cash
years.
value. They take the federal money out, right? Which you got to pay state or
federal.
you
state,
still got to pay federal
It's
state
the,
out of the
It's
900.
the state attorneys that's handling the
Right.
transactions with
Right.
the banking. You know, it's a whole bunch of shit.
Man, okay. Let's get on sports, y'all. We gonna get
Yeah,
that.
yeah,
Okay. Man, my teams lost this week. OU and
said
and
my
OSU.
teams.
Yep.
Yes,
The Oklahoma teams
yes,
both
yes,
lost.
Sports,
yes,
it's a weird year.
KU kicked the shit out of OSU this weekend.
Yeah.
They lost their quarterback for the season.
Who did?
Your team, OSU, the Pokes. Spencer
Yeah,
Sanders.
yes, Spencer Sanders. Yeah, what's up with that?
Yeah.
I
What do you
think
mean
it's
what's
like
up
a
there?
collarbone or shoulder. Or
And
something.
then the new
I
quarterback-
think he's hurting his draft stock,
Yeah, because
and he's sitting down preparing himself for the draft. That's just
man, that's what I'm thinking too. I'm like that.
he's trying to at least go in the third
But I'm like, even
round,
still.
get a little money. But man, shit, it's gonna be hard, man. The Gundy came out and said today that they're gonna try to avoid using the portal to get players, but the portal essentially is college's free agency.
We gotta talk about that.
Did you
shit.
check?
You know what I'm saying?
They're not really digging into it enough, bro. I mean, that's like the new wave.
That's
You
the
gotta
free
be able to
agency.
fill
Let's pick up
holes.
something too.
Unless you one of the teams that's consistently up in the top 4 at the end of the year, that really don't have to hit it like that, you know. Because I was looking up, I heard that Georgia ain't got none.
Georgia
they
has
have
no
portal transfers.
no
at all.
portal.
So that means
Alabama,
that's
They
just
have no portable
that's
transfer.
just hot ass.
Cats.
No, Alabama got one.
Gibbs,
And
the
we
running
got
back.
2.
Yeah.
You said what's that? Portable transfers?
Portal transfers.
portal.
So,
And
so
what does that
players
mean?
that transferred in. You know,
From
the
another
holes that was
school.
filled,
Right.
you know, that the team had.
You
and
used
they
to
had
be able to
scholarships
transfer.
they could provide, so you can that's what the portal is.
You're right. You got to put
These
your name.
players is free agency basically.
They put their name inside this portal,
Yeah.
this research base.
and schools can like, oh yeah, we need.
Okay,
Oh yeah,
okay.
he's 4-star from
Yeah.
such and such.
Oh, okay.
He's sitting on the
come on, play.
bench. He got a year in this
Okay.
program. Okay, he might be
Right.
ready to step in. He's better than the prospect we have at this position at this current
So we
time.
bring him on in. But
Okay.
these higher ranked schools in the
So
top
it's
4,
like a Carvana, but for football players.
pretty
Basically.
much.
So they can get on there.
Because
pretty
you
much.
know, I tell you this one thing.
Pretty much.
Who's up for sale?
I can tell you this one thing that's been factual for college football for the last 15, 20 years. Alabama, Florida, Georgia, Oklahoma, Texas, USC, Oregon, Michigan, Ohio State. Those are going to be your top schools getting the best athletes year in, year out. Those schools are going to year in, year out lose players, if not multiple players, on any given year.
Go to
The
the draft,
Texas
transfer.
Texas' starting quarterback now was just at his school.
Yeah.
a year ago, which he probably could have been out, beat
He
Stroud
came out in his senior year in high school.
a year early
He came from Texas up to
to
Ohio.
take advantage of the NIL rules.
So he can get that paper. You got $2 million.
What?
And then transferred back to Texas and became the starting quarterback, where he ultimately wanted to go to school.
Yeah.
Hold on. He came out of high school in Texas.
A year early to his school, Ohio State.
Got
You
$2
can
million.
you can come on early so you can get on campus.
Early
you don't have to
enrollment.
necessarily be enrolled because you ain't, it's summertime. When
Right.
you come on, or spring when you come on.
Right.
So you don't have to necessarily be enrolled, but you can be on campus. They'll get you board and everything else like that. So you remember, working out, remember the team and everything else. But because you're there, your name is so big. He was the #1 quarterback in the country.
That year.
So
Yeah.
your name is so big, people automatically like, swoop, let's get you hooked up, let's get
Yeah.
you paid, so don't nobody else get you. He like, yeah, and knowing he going back to Texas.
Oh man.
So
He
he
just-
walked off. I think he had to pay back a little bit, but they couldn't hit him fully. He walked off a little bit more than $1 million, I think.
Damn. Damn.
It was 1.2 or 1.4.
Oh, I got it. Shit. Yeah, I'm just kind
But
of
yeah,
commentating.
so yeah, man. So with that transfer portal, man, it's gonna be college football's free agency, man. Cats are gonna constantly go. So if Oklahoma State's gonna want to compete big time football, they're gonna have to jump in that portal. OU's gonna have to jump in that. OU already jumped in the portal, but they portals are not that. I don't like to talk down on no college kids. So I don't like to say he sucked, he no good. They just haven't worked out in the way they thought they would. You know what I mean? And that shit is capable of happening for anybody.
Yeah,
really.
and I'm having to remind myself that these is kids in college, and that's what makes college fun to watch.
Yeah,
You just
but
never
people
know.
say now they get paid, so we can't critique.
But then I also heard, when I heard stuff, I got to run it past y'all because y'all my experts. But
Gotcha.
they said that K-State or one of the schools in the Big 12, their team is everybody's 20 to 25 years old, so they're an older team.
Probably,
per se.
most likely Kansas State or KU, because both those
And
Kansas State since I've been a kid has been super big on taking JUCO players, which essentially is the same as a portal transfer. So back when we was coming up, right? If you didn't meet the certain academic requirement at a certain school, you might go to a 2-year junior college, try to get your grades up. If you have behavioral issues, prove you can go to class, be a good student, this type shit.
But you can play.
I have a question about this too.
Go ahead.
Question. So, how they be redshirting kids?
Facts.
So, if you go to a JUCO first, are you redshirted after you transfer out of the JUCO, or no? Since you already been playing.
You can be. So this is the way a red shirt works, right? Or you explain? Go ahead. Go ahead.
I mean, I don't really know the specifics of it,
Okay,
honestly,
okay.
but I thought that it was so you can gain extra time.
Hypothetically speaking, yes,
That's
you gain a year of
So-
eligibility athletically.
Okay, so
Right.
if I go from high school and I don't get drafted to a good school, a D1 college or whatever, and I go to a JUCO, then I can
JUCO's 2
redshirt.
years.
I can redshirted at a JUCO too, or is that
The
okay?
JUCO
JUCO's
itself,
playing.
the
You
JUCO
playing
itself
JUCO.
is where you really pretty much you got skills, but like he said, you got academic problems for the school you're trying to get to, so you don't qualify.
Okay.
So you got to get your grades up, or you got some discipline shit that you got to prove to the school. You ain't gonna be no problem, and then you can go ahead and transfer in, and then if you good enough and they got a spot where somebody else go and really be playing that they really want to have playing, but have you fill in a couple plays like it is right now, ain't it like 4 games?
Yeah.
If
So-
you play more than 4 games,
You
then
can't be
gives you
using
that
the red shirt.
eligibility.
Okay, so JUCOs do not have football teams then, or do they?
There's just not a whole lot.
Okay.
Kansas is
Okay.
big on them. But with JUCO, you only get 2 years eligibility. You
When
know
you
what
go
I'm
to
saying?
JUCO, you don't redshirt. You are starting at a JUCO.
Not necessarily.
So
not
okay, so can you
necessarily.
get redshirted at JUCO?
Let me-
wait, and then transfer out and then get redshirted again?
Let me explain this to you, right?
Can that happen twice?
You're not at the same university, so the same rules don't apply.
Gotcha.
JUCO's usually Division II, Division I, Division II. The rules don't apply.
Okay.
But let me explain this,
Okay.
right? Let's say you have a kid who's 6'5" and he's 210 pounds, right? But he probably is going to grow to be 6'7", maybe 250, 230, right? He just a little light in the ass right now. He might end up at a JUCO for a year and a half, fill out his frame, right? Oh, you might be like, damn, there's this damn portal kid or there's this JUCO kid. This JUCO kid, because he only went to JUCO for 1 year, he still has 3 years of D1 eligibility. This is the only time it becomes applicable on the level of the game.
Another question. So, in the portal, JUCO players are in the portal too, or is it all D1 kids?
JUCO players are in the portal too.
Okay, every football player is in the portal that wants to transfer.
That wants to transfer.
School.
Correct.
Okay.
All of them is in there.
Okay. So there might be a kid in Langston that was a starting quarterback,
so is the
right?
portal only for football, or is it softball portal?
But there's a portal for everybody. It's
Okay.
it's if your ass is in tennis and you don't like the program you in tennis, if I would assume if they treat agriculture in a sporting competition, there's a portal for that shit.
Yeah, it is.
The thing of it is though too, it ain't
y'all
got
like
the
to subscribe also, man.
Yeah.
Y'all gotta bear with me because y'all know I'm asking the question that y'all probably already been knowing. So yeah.
We for those that might like and subscribe and don't know and just curious,
But the budgets for these other sports that we talking about too ain't like football. It's not like baseball.
Correct.
So you take everybody. It ain't collective pool.
You've heard of Duke. You've heard of Duke University, right?
Mm-hmm.
Which Duke University's football team don't draw
like the basketball team.
Correct. So
like Ohio State, I imagine y'all's football team draw more than y'all's basketball team.
Yeah, but basketball is
has won championships.
Okay.
Has won championships.
Okay.
That another good one was Michigan.
Their
rival.
We got wrestling and shit too, but most of that is like Oklahoma State.
Yeah. We got wrestling too. OSU.
OU,
we lost this weekend, but it's still. Okay. Before we get too off on me, asking all these questions. Okay. What is that top five? Okay, so I know your team won this weekend or not?
Going into the weekend, Tennessee number one.
Yeah, we got to talk about one though. Let's talk about one.
Tennessee was number one.
Yeah,
Ohio State was number two.
That was pretty.
Georgia was number three. Give me the number 5 team.
Number four.
Number four
was Clemson.
Clemson, yeah. Number 4 was Clemson. Number 5, Alabama.
5 was Michigan. Alabama was 6.
Alabama was 6. Yeah.
And where's OSU and OU at? Not even in the top 25 no more.
Well, we already
talked. OSU still in the top 25.
Baby, let him know.
Don't play us like
but
that.
That's him over there.
I think they're like 19 or something like that.
Yeah, okay. That's what somebody else said. What?
You know the Longhorns won, but we ain't even finna get them Longhorns till they won this weekend. Yeah, we got Dapper in the building too, man. We finna try to put foots to TCU's ass. Because we got them boys that can run.
Let's run through the top 5.
Let's hit
that little game. Yeah. And then, let's jump off into
baby. But Tennessee, man, went into Georgia. It was a great game. If you're a Georgia fan.
It was. I have to give Georgia props on that on both sides of the ball. That was domination. But I was expecting that game to kind of be a little bit like the Alabama game. A little bit high scoring. And I thought maybe Georgia in the end would maybe struggle a little bit to put that many points on the board consistently, but man, Stetson Bennett, man, I don't know what it is about that boy. He can play, man. He make plays. He don't turn the ball over. He ain't flashy. You know what I'm saying? His wheels ain't like his Michael Vicks or something. But he quick.
Man,
you know what I'm saying? He gonna hear outrun you on the edge. He got that magic again, man, and that defense. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, he said
defense is what's really scaring me. Like
this is what I'm gonna tell y'all,
man.
How
do you lose that many players to the NFL, man, in that capacity that was like leadership, stars, and bruh. But like we was talking about earlier, and you ain't got no transfer portal.
Man, y'all still moving like a well-oiled machine.
That only team in the whole NCAA football.
Now think about that, man.
What is that? Just the program, y'all think? The culture? It's just all of it.
That's all the above. That's all the above, man. That's the program. You got to have an atmosphere that these kids believe. Okay, well, I can sit here and wait, and I'm gonna get to that promised land.
Hey, because this cat gonna cycle out. He's going to the league next year.
Right.
So
let me ask you another side note question right quick too. Ohio State, what city is that in?
Columbus.
And that's the capital.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's a major city. Okay, I was gonna say it's not like how Buddha Valley always be saying, it's nothing to bring them young boys here to Oklahoma. so I'm gonna say this. So like y'all a major city, so that way people want to come too. They got a great program.
No. Don't get the throwing. No knock at Columbus, as if I'm throwing shade at Ohio State. it's solely the football, the machine that
That
is.
brings the people.
It's not the
But see,
city.
the draw in Ohio too, though, is you literally got what 6
Major
semi-major
cities you can
in,
hit.
like within an hour and a half,
Yeah.
2 hours.
Okay.
Yeah, for sure.
So you're gonna hit Cincinnati, you're
Right.
gonna hit Akron, Cleveland, Toledo, Dayton. All of those is pretty much in a span that you can go there, kick it, shit. Come
And there's
back.
all major
and you
universities
stand
there.
in the same state.
There's all Akron University.
Yeah, it's all kinds of shit
Toledo's
to
there.
go to.
You know what I'm saying?
You got black colleges there, Wilberforce,
You know what I'm saying?
Central State.
Oh yeah.
So
Oh,
yeah, you got all kinds of shit going on.
Okay.
For sure.
Okay.
I'm sleeping on my state now.
Yeah,
you know
I'm
what I'm
good.
saying?
Georgia was number 3.
Okay, number 3. Yeah.
I'm a-
No, but
Listen,
hey, let me talk about my swallow.
Okay,
Hold on,
my bad.
hold on, hold on, hold on.
It's a little
Hold
bit
on, hold on,
soft.
hold on. I haven't even said my piece about Tennessee and Georgia yet.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I
Okay,
just
go ahead.
think that like you said, the game was dominating fashion, but I feel like we as fans or voters need to put more respect on Georgia's name. They're the defending national champions. They haven't done anything in any of their play all year long. Earlier this year we were asking who's looked like the most complete team. Well, Georgia has week in and week out. You think they're gonna lose, but they don't lose. You know what I mean? Somehow they turn it on second half. They go up against Tennessee. Everybody said, "Oh man, there's no way Georgia's gonna be able to score enough points."
Right.
It wasn't about points. It's about defense, and ultimately that's what wins. That's all I had to say, man.
Yes, sir.
Y'all put Georgia the number 1 team in the damn country. You know what I'm
Hands
saying?
down. Hands
That's
down.
you know, and we'll work everything else from there.
They are concerning.
Yeah. They are a major problem for anybody coming across
concerning.
because they like to play in big games. That's what I seen Saturday more than anything else. Was a football team that you playing goddamn Missouri up and wherever the hell they play, they bored. They think about their girlfriends, their Rolexes, they finna get shot. Oh, we playing Tennessee, they the number 1 team. Oh, let's go smack the dog shit out these boys for 4 quarters. And that's what they did. And that's when you know that's almost pro-life. That's pro shit. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna put this work on y'all. But Ohio State.
Yeah,
No shade,
no
because I meant to ask him earlier, and I'm glad we got to save it for here, and it's not wasting ammo. They say that when Ohio State plays Northwestern in Evanston, Chicago, that they let the grass grow 3-4 inches higher, and it's slower and it slows down the Ohio State players. Then on top of that, they said there was damn near 32
Who said
miles.
this? I'm sorry, I ain't even who said this?
Analyst. This is what I heard.
Say that again.
They said that in Evanston, where Northwestern University, right, plays football, they let the grass grow extra. They don't cut the grass the week of Ohio State game. They let it grow up a little extra because it slows down the players of Ohio State. It's a mental thinking that I've heard a broadcaster broadcasting this game this past Saturday use, right, as why Ohio State was struggling. I've been telling him for the last few weeks, man, something about that defense, and it's not just defense to me, about offense. I don't know if it's because every time I look up, there's a player hurt, or you're only throwing to Marvin Harrison, or when I turn on Ohio State game, I hand the ball off and we're busting for 75, but I don't see them as a gritty team like you need to be to win that tough game. And I'm just saying.
No, I'm just saying that's I'm not realizing.
Well, I'm just saying, after watching Georgia, bro, after watching Georgia, like there's really no competition for Georgia out there. Alabama, maybe get lucky. Ohio State has the most firepower offensively, but it's either a hamstring, a missed fucking route, a defensive blown coverage. They struggled this weekend with Northwestern. This is genuinely how I kind of watch football. When I put the guide on Ohio State Northwestern, this should be a blowout. 7-7 in the second motherfucking quarter. What the fuck's going on, Ohio State? Hold the fuck on. Now, Ohio State fans, do your thing.
Let me say this. You are correct pretty much on all fronts. Because I ain't going to make no excuses for that game. I felt like at this point in the season, some of the things that we've proven, we should have been able to run the ball. And like you right, I don't know what the fuck was up with Henderson. This fool, man. I mean, my sons was laughing at me during the Penn State game because I'm like, man, this motherfucker here, man, he get touched, and then he gonna be out for like 2 weeks. Mine Williams, I ain't mad at him because he running like a truck. He always run hard. You know what I'm saying? Like he gonna get them yards after contact, pretty much guaranteed that. So when he get banged up and he out, I ain't saying shit.
Right.
But yeah, you're right. The offense, it got all these weapons, but it's sputtering right now. The weather, yeah, neither one of them could really throw the ball. But we had,
was hard.
we was pushing on the line. It just the gaps wasn't getting hit and shit was closing. And on the defense, I still ain't mad at the defense at all. And it's just because I know how terrible the motherfucking defense was.
Yeah.
It's pretty much every game. I'm
saying
dead
improvement. You
I'm dead ass.
Well, because it was a lot of people won't say
years, bro. The last 2-3 years,
it was like
every game we played,
OU's
we could
defense.
potentially lose
Yeah,
because the defense was that bad.
From one OSU to another, man.
Yeah.
The defense was that fucking bad.
Ohio State.
So now that these
really
cats
A&M.
is flying around, making plays, then it's all good. Now if they flying around making plays, it's all good. I ain't tripping on defense. But from this point forward, though, until the Michigan game, bro, I want to see like back to some 56 to 3s or some 62. Like we got to get rolling going into that game because I don't give a fuck that it's at home. Michigan is rolling.
But they rolling. They rolling.
They putting
they
up
rolling.
200 plus yards rushing every game.
Every game.
And their quarterback
5-6
is young. He's
touchdowns.
making little plays here and there, but it's easy at that point because they run the
running
ball
game.
everywhere.
They running game is nasty.
And what's Michigan? And what's Michigan ranked?
Would you say 4 or 5?
They
Clemson was
5
4. They
now.
was 5, so they be moving up.
Okay.
But we'll see Tuesday.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see.
All right,
Like I
what's
said,
number
right
3?
now, number 3.
Yeah.
Georgia was number 3. Them
Okay,
dogs.
Georgia,
Them dogs in Clemson lost to Notre Dame. That was another very surprising team loss. They lost to Notre Dame,
Yeah,
and it wasn't in like a.
They got dog walk.
Man, look,
Yeah,
but
they
see,
got
this
dog
was
walk.
the man.
It wasn't the shutout to the third quarter, like 28.
It was ugly for a long
Yeah,
time. They was out here looking. I tell you what, this past Saturday was upset Saturday, and it was low scoring Saturday for the teams losing.
It really was. Oklahoma lost. I keep saying it, y'all. I'm sorry. But both my teams, OU and
O State didn't put no
OSU
points on the
and-
board, did they?
Nah.
They didn't.
State didn't.
No, they didn't put no point. And what's
Like
fucked up
48
about the
nothing.
state loss, we
Yeah.
keep going back to state
Yeah,
because we from out here.
Yeah.
We
That's
root.
what
We
were.
root.
Yeah, I still
For
root.
state
I like
over
y'all.
some other. Fuck OU.
But they
State
still
was more
lost,
important.
though.
Yeah, bang bang, chitty, pow pow.
Bang.
You know what I'm
And
saying?
then we talk about number 5 before we jump to.
Okay, we ain't really give
Oklahoma.
Clemson no burn, but
Yeah,
no.
they got
in
it.
Clemson they do because a
Yeah.
couple weeks ago we was bad man from Clemson about their defense, about them not showing.
Yeah,
up.
so we need to go on and finish. Yeah.
He said, "Go and close that door."
Yeah, he said, yeah. Well, the truth of the matter, I can't boot it. I mean, the defense has been bad, but they fucking quarterback play. We all been letting that shit off the hook. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we ain't been digging it.
Talk about
Yeah.
Keep it
DJ, you Angula.
I ain't gonna
How you feel about it?
Ooga la la.
Yeah.
I
hate to knock
look at
cat.
it like this. I think that, in my opinion, I think he was one of the victims of the NIL
Okay.
because when he came in and he was pretty much ushered right behind Trevor Lawrence, so he pretty much was set to kind of flow in and get to that. And I just think initially he didn't put the work in.
Yeah.
And I think this season he kind of balanced it out a little bit better. You know what I'm saying? Because I think at that game, especially at that squad, you gotta get your shit up. These cats are still out here playing for the scholarship and trying to move on. But I just don't think that he had his shit tight off the top, and then at this point it's falling off. But I just don't think he's that good, man. I think that he probably gonna get picked up in the 4th round.
Yeah, I don't know if he'll be
What's
drafted.
your rebuttal?
I don't know if he'll be drafted, but his mechanically, he has great size and potential, but mechanically he not a quarterback. He might be a tight end. He might be an
quarterback. You
A-back.
saying?
Yeah, he not a quarterback.
You say he's a tight end?
Yeah.
I think he might be right. I'm giving
From
him
what,
4th round
from what I see,
as a
and I'm
quarterback,
not saying
but yeah,
I'm
he
a
might be
quarterback
right.
guru,
He
right?
might be a
But
third
I
round tight end.
excel. I can grab something right now and hit something up in the air if I chose to do that,
Yeah.
right? If that's what this
But
is
you
like.
saying
I can too.
as a player, as a
Steve
player.
Young.
I can too. Not with a football, but with a like a baseball, like a rock.
Yeah,
I
rock,
can-
baseball,
yeah,
football,
can
basketball. I
ping.
tell your
Yeah,
ass
I
up.
can ping that OU thing.
But see,
off
the
the
thing
side.
about him too, though, is
He
that's what I'm
can't.
saying.
He
Somebody
can't.
might pick him up.
He
Because
can't.
what if he go to a system that's like I
He
don't
can
know.
go to Pittsburgh.
No.
He can go to Pittsburgh. He can go to
Like a
Pittsburgh.
Pittsburgh.
He can go to Pittsburgh. I already know what you're saying.
Because he got a cannon. The man got an arm.
But look,
he can throw it.
But listen, what we're saying. He has to go to Pittsburgh.
What do you mean by that?
like there's certain organizations that just know how to utilize some players.
Yeah, but they're
That
not quarterback
just-
whisperers, though. I wasn't really saying like a Pittsburgh. I was thinking more like a spot like a Buffalo.
Because of
or-
Josh Allen.
Yeah, or like a spot, different quarterback. But hear me out on this. If he go to like a Sean McVay, a cat that can really work with a quarterback, especially with his skill set.
Sean McVay overrated.
Yeah, because of the weapons that he got in fucking Cup.
Sean McVay,
Yeah.
coach of who?
Los
The
Angeles
Rams?
Rams. He's
The Rams.
overrated. He's overrated. Everybody love him. Everybody loves Sean
That's
McVay.
because he came in young. That's because he came in with like 23, 25 or something.
No, he's in his young 30s.
Young 30, okay, I'm giving you too much, but he
that's
came
quick.
in real young though.
But we did. But I mean, when you see a cat shit jump like that, like his whole Matt LaFleur up there in Green Bay, he come from that Sean McVay pupil. Like you.
Hey, real quick about that. I want to go back to college.
This going.
But real quick on Green Bay. Hey, do y'all think that they throwing Aaron Rodgers out there to kind of just grill and die so they can get rid of this cat for real and be done?
No.
I
They just
do.
gave him too much money.
I
They
do.
paid the man.
Well,
They
I do
just
because I
for
think
the
that
next 3
they pretty
years,
much
for the
gridlock
next
the team.
for the next 3 years, they owe this
Well,
man
yeah, they
50
like-
mil
yeah,
a year.
Yeah.
50 mil a year. So what Green Bay Packers gonna do is shut the fuck up and sit back.
So you think them boys ain't catching the ball for him on purpose? You
What I
they
think-
ain't
I ain't
blocking
this
saying
what
like,
I
I'm talking
thought.
about the front office.
See, man, look, y'all see, you want to go back to college,
As far
but
as
then you
making
start with this
moves.
shit right here. You start with this
I'm
shit.
talking about as far
this
as
is
making
bro,
moves.
saying sports sex. So you know,
All right, sports says
Alabama,
Green Bay Packers are the only team that's not owned by an owner.
Yeah, they
Yep,
own
it's owned by the team.
stock-
Yeah, by the people.
stockholders.
Yep.
Okay. Meaning,
They don't make the moves like they just
Moves,
should have
I
did.
thought,
There's
Who was
certain
the two
things.
young boys that got
There's
picked
certain
up?
things that's just not gonna happen. You know
They
what I'm
didn't
saying?
make the moves.
The city of Green Bay wants Aaron Rodgers there. Don't matter what the people
else
that
the fuck
work
is around?
in the office
Yeah, they
that
love
he answered to
they love
care.
discount double check.
Buddy.
Yeah, but boy, I tell you what, they're gonna be asking you for a discount here probably next season. Like, man,
Did he have some scandal shit on
nah,
the
he
low?
was just with that COVID shit.
Yeah, just
He
that
didn't
COVID.
take shot.
Okay,
He
so
didn't get
He
vaccinated.
said he was immunized.
Yeah,
That's what it was.
He said what?
He said he was immunized. When they asked him, did
He ain't no
take the
kid.
shot?
He traveled different countries though. See, this is what I'm trying to
That's
tell you.
man. Anyway,
But back to college football. Yes, back to
So yeah,
the
Clemson
baby
got
paid
dog
players.
I don't really want to dwell on them too much. Who was 4?
wasn't it
Pull it up, somebody.
Georgia? Did you say Georgia?
No.
No,
Georgia
Georgia
was
was
3.
3 last week.
Clemson was
Yeah.
5.
Pull it up, cool Joe.
What was who was Michigan?
Oh, yeah,
What y'all
my
say
bad.
Michigan State was 6?
Nah, Michigan State was
Who
not.
did-
Michigan was 6.
Michigan.
Yeah, that's who it was.
We
Michigan.
said 5 was Alabama.
And they smashed Rutgers.
So Clemson had to be 4 there, wasn't it?
And then Alabama, yeah, Clemson was 4. Clemson 4 because Notre Dame smashed them. They got ranked back again. Alabama got did in by LSU.
By LSU.
That's another big
Yeah,
one.
4 was Michigan. Oh, let me rephrase that. 4 was TCU.
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 Well, see, this is all. See, it all
Nah, that's
depends on.
now.
No, yeah, that's now.
That's now.
That's now. 'Cause Tennessee.
TCU was 6.
Yeah.
Yeah, it
This
was
is-
Clemson that was at 4.
Yeah. Because you got LSU at 7. Clemson fell to 12. Alabama fell to 10.
Alabama, boy, that's just
Oklahoma
I know
State's
they
not ranked.
boiling.
Oklahoma State's not ranked in the top 25
I
in this
thought-
poll.
I said that.
Florida State, Washington, Kansas State, UFC, Illinois, Notre Dame, Liberty, Texas, NC State, Tulane, North Carolina, Penn State, Utah, Clemson, Ole Miss, Alabama, UCLA, USC, LSU, Oregon, Tennessee, TCU, Michigan, Ohio State, Georgia.
Yeah.
That's the NCAA football polls.
Yeah.
But,
College
man,
football
we-
player.
but even with that, even having this unverified quote unquote poll right
Man,
here,
let's-
you know what I'm saying?
Let's jump from
He said off college.
let's jump from to NBA.
Oh shit, the league. We're going to the league, nothing but brothers.
Y'all been keeping up with the league? What's been going on with the hoops?
Man,
The Thunder,
Little bit.
the Thunder,
Milwaukee
they got
been
off to a
kicking
bad
ass.
Start, but they did.
I want the Thunder to lose. Thunder keep losing, so we can get this 7-foot kid They can dribble and shoot. We get the longest, skinniest team
Well,
alive.
I think they at a point where they kind of just gotta start going.
No, they can't do that. We still got draft picks. We got too many draft
They
picks.
still
G.
do. I forgot about
We
those.
got what, draft
Still
pick?
got all them goddamn
Oh.
draft
You got draft
The
picks.
Thunder.
Yeah, we need one
Yeah.
more. We get this big tall piece, then we can start, trading off these draft pieces for assets.
They
But
ain't got another high first rounder, do they?
yeah, we got Houston's pick. We got Clippers
Which
pick.
one is that?
Shit, ain't no telling. We got
This gonna be
35,000.
in the top 3.
I think we got this year. If we tank, we can land in the top. We got. I think we own our own pick. We got multiple first round picks. Again, you know what I'm saying. So I just think like you can never have too much talent, but that talent always turns into trade assets to get you a bigger fish. I don't know who the bigger fish is. It might be Bronny James.
You gotta get it to the point
Yeah,
where you
I don't know who it is.
They
If
young
we-
as fuck all the
we
way across
down-
the board. You gotta get some other veteran, not superstars.
No, you
I
don't.
think
Not in the
motherfuckers
NBA no
gonna
more.
come in.
Trey Young went down off in there. Boston just
They
went to the
brought in
finals.
some high-ranked talent, man. That's what
Who?
I'm talking about. They brought in some big names now.
Boston?
Motherfuckers that wouldn't come to Oklahoma City.
To Atlanta. They got Trey Young. He
I
come
think
to
probably
Oklahoma
the only
City.
one Oklahoma City probably pulled BO with that Bogdanovich dude. That'd be about it.
See, you being disrespectful
Straight
to
up.
the city. They be
Man, them young
disrespectful
cats, man,
to
they don't want to
Oklahoma.
come. They don't want to come to the
Look here,
plains,
I'm
man.
gonna tell you young cats like this. This is your fucking problem. They make planes, they got jets, there's money here. Ingratiate yourself with some of these people.
It's
Come
cheap.
here,
It is
save
cheap to
your
live.
money. Like I say, it's cheap as shit. Buy up
Money
all
long,
this land.
Buy up land.
All that.
Learn how to really save your money, man. Oklahoma be a nest egg for you when you retire. You come back here, you get your used car dealership like everybody else. And you sell your used cars, getting heating in the air, get your heating in the air game, pumping and going. Baby, come on, you need a spokesperson here? I am. I'll be right here waiting on your ass. Come on, I'm right here. We get it going. But anywho, all I'm saying is these young cats hate on
Lakers
Oklahoma
is
City.
terrible.
Lakers,
Yeah,
oh my
Lakers
God.
terrible.
What's
Brooklyn
up with Lakers?
terrible.
Is it Westbrook and
Westbrook coming off the bench now. I heard he kind
As
of
my boy-
well with it. I
Okay.
didn't really think that was gonna go too
I haven't
well,
been.
but
I haven't been.
he
Honestly,
embraced
I
his
just
role.
haven't, man.
Embracing his role.
I can't speak positive Westbrook.
Westbrook coming in 6 man now?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I ain't watched no league games. I ain't seen
either.
nothing.
I ain't watched too
NBA
much
having
of
no. NBA will not have any games televised
Man.
tomorrow for voting.
Well,
tomorrow.
NBA, the thing about NBA too, it's a lot of controversy going on in the NBA right now
It
too.
is.
Boy, they
Yeah.
voting. They voting in the NBA right now.
You know,
They
going
right
on
now they
with-
want you to go vote.
Going on with Brother Kyrie and
Brother Kyrie,
and other stuff, you know.
brother Kyrie.
You know, let us know in the comments what y'all think. But we're gonna have to go in detail and not to go
I
on
had to get a
sports.
drink
Y'all
on
gonna
that.
have to get us follow us on Blunts and Bullshit.
Yo,
Please
So,
do. Please
In
do.
the meantime, please like and subscribe. It's your guy, Captain Joe.
yeah. You know, your boy Neph.
Mr. What a stuff.
Mm-hmm.